Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz on what we can expect. We are told, Congressman, that it's going to make it look like a cabal against the president and candidate Trump. But is it your sense that there's more to it than that?
Well, Neil, I have not read the report, but based on the interviews and depositions that we've taken in the Judiciary Committee, I expect there to be very negative treatment of James Comey. We believe that will include the exceeding of his authority, but I think there should be negative treatment of Mr. Comey for lying to Congress and saying that he had not concluded the investigation when, in fact, he was already drafting an exoneration statement for Hillary Clinton. We already know from the Inspector General that there was sufficient evidence of potential criminal activity from the former Deputy Director of the FBI, Andrew McCabe, such that he was referred for criminal prosecution. I also expect there to be negative treatment of Peter Strzok, the individual who at one point was working on the Clinton email investigation, then later migrates onto the Trump-Mueller Russia probe. What remains to be seen is what the overall theme will be. My expectation is we will see a theme where the senior leadership at the FBI and Department of Justice were very interested in shaping public opinion by leaking information and by making statements to the media. And we really want to live in a world where our investigators are worried about the facts of the investigation, not the political consequences or the public perception. And I think that we'll see that discussion, and hopefully we'll be able to craft some bipartisan solutions so that we don't see further political infection of the FBI or Department of Justice in the future.
Well, you know, your Democratic colleagues are saying that quite the opposite. You're trying to just dirty the political waters to say that this is sort of a, you know, a trumped-up investigation, no pun intended, into the president, and that it is indeed a witch hunt, and that this proves it, that there were biases ingrained there, and that it's just to say whatever comes out about Mueller is tainted. What do you say?
Well, it's not Republicans in Congress who have indicated the bias and improper actions. It was the Inspector General who referred Andrew McCabe for prosecution, the very same Andrew McCabe who deprived the Washington field office of jurisdiction of the Clinton email probe and brought it back to headquarters.
And also the same fellow who pointed out that McCabe should be investigated for lying. His authorities and FBI authorities, no less than 3 different times.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely correct. So it would be unfair to just characterize these concerns as the concerns of members of Congress on the Republican side. Also, Neil, there was just a Politico poll that was released that shows now there are more Americans who believe that the Mueller probe is biased than there are who believe that it is fair, and that Mueller's, unfavorables are up 27% since July. So the more oversight and investigation we do, the more we're able to illuminate the bias, and the American people believe us, not the mainstream media.
We shall see. It is a mess, though. Congressman, thank you very, very much.